When I got out of the military, I had a hard time translating my military experience into the civilian world. I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for my wife, I probably would have been that homeless or impoverished vet. But it can be easier with the right support. I'm Mark Casper, and I'm the Executive Director of Tech4Troops. In today's world, you have to have a computer to be able to apply for jobs. Our mission is to empower veterans in need with computers and training to get back in the workforce.
Here at Tech4Troops, we're here to push you forward to get you back to where you want to be in life. When the veterans come in, I teach them everything you could think of that's done with a computer. I want them to feel that this is a tool that's going to help them get their life back.
I went into a kind of a deep depression. Eventually, I lost my job and I was out on the street. The computer was able to connect me to the web, and I was able to start putting resumes out. And you have to have these small building blocks to get from point A to point B. I'm not worried about employment anymore.
The need is great, and we want to be able to support our veterans across the nation.
All right, welcome everybody to the Tech4Troops Cup Series. This is our Wednesday night event, but it's also our All-Star race. So we've got a couple of heat races here, and we'll try to figure out the main event. I will let you know that we are having some technical issues with our overlays. It's we don't appreciate it, but we're sorry. We'll do our best to bring this to you the best we can. Right now it's an authentication issue with the servers in the UK, but hey, it is what it is. So thanks for tuning in to the IWM Broadcast Network. I'm Rick Souza here with my co-host John Durugis, and John, this should be a very interesting event.
Oh, I think it's going to be a great event. We have a lot of good skill drivers in here in the field. It's the All-Star race. It's going to be a fantastic event. It is the best of the best here in the Tech4Troops Cup Series. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what these drivers are going to do here at North Wilkesboro, a track that is now home of the NASCAR All-Star race. So excited to see these cars here. We don't go to this track at any other point in time. So it's going to be a fun one. Right now, qualifying just wrapped up, so we should be getting the grid for heat number 1. So the way this is going to work is we have 2 different heats that is going to set the field for the feature, the official feature. And Rick, correct me if I'm wrong, but the top 4 move on. How many move on from Heat 1 to Heat 2 to the feature?
I think they just invert. The top 4 go back and get inverted. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to have to go back to the notes for tonight's event.
Yep, it looks like there are, in Heat number 1, You have 9 drivers. Heat number 2, you have 8 drivers. Or maybe flip-flopped, rather. But right now, yes, we are looking at heat number 1. This is a 25-lap heat.
Okay, yeah, you're correct. So qualifying, we got that in. 2 25-lap heats, top 4 will invert, and then a 100-lap feature with the top 8 inverting. So,
Yep.
and this
and everybody makes it.
right, and this is comprised of about 20 drivers, which is all of those who have won this season, as well as champions from previous seasons and previous winners, if I'm correct.
Yep, that's it. That is exactly correct. And so it is literally the best of the best. You have Lilith Peters up there. You have Chris Farrell, Christopher Howell, Zach Ward, Barletta, Zach Allen, Justin Horton. A lot of quick drivers out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how this race will take place. And this is going to be pretty quick. You know, the heats are going to be 25 laps apiece. So this race is going to go by fairly quick once we're there. So there we go. There is our track conditions here at North Wilkesboro. I highly doubt pit road will be needed, but they do have that available to them there.
Let's try to
just main event.
We can still quickly bring up the grid.
Let's do it. Yep, Justin Horton on the pole with Ty Bostic in second, Chris Farrell in third, Lilith Peters in fourth, and rounding out the top 5, Christopher Howell.
6 is Zach Ward, 7th Harley Barletta, 8th Zachary Allen, and 9th is Jeremy Flanagan. Jeremy must have won the earlier open race to try and make it into the feature.
Well, that's a big accomplishment, but he's going up against some big names here in heat number 1 here for All-Star Wednesday night here at North Wilkesboro. We appreciate you for tuning in. Pace cars drop down. Green flag is in the air for Justin Horton and the field in heat number 1. Now, again, this is going to go by very quick, so got to be on your P's and Q's here for everything going on.
Where Justin Horton is out there in front. This is a very, this is a reclaimed track. That's how I've always described it. This was, 2 stops on the NASCAR circuit back in the day. Then with all the new tracks, it kind of wound up on the shelf and was abandoned for many years. And just in the past 3 years, they brought it back. It wound up actually going in iRacing, and just wound up hosting the All-Star race last year, and now again this year on Sunday. So we do have an incident. I guess Christopher Howell may have spun. Let's quickly see if we can bring up that incident. Chris is in that 88 right there. It just came off. Yep. A couple of the cars involved. The 81 of Barletta, the 24 of Zach Allen, all involved. So that's our first caution of the night. Now, under caution, the caution laps, as I recall, do not count.
That is correct. I am back.
Welcome back.
Little internet issues. Thank you. It looks like we had a caution.
Yep, that was Christopher Howell that got caught there. And bear with us right now. If you're not in the southeast or in the south, you may not realize, but we're just getting pummeled with storms right now, and it's been pretty crazy here. John's in Tennessee, and he's probably experiencing the same tail end of this storm as we are here in the Carolinas.
Yep, got some heavy winds, so that's never fun. Internet and heavy winds typically don't go very well together. No matter where you are. So, but hey, we're back. I'm back, and we are now. Looks like I got a lap added back to this because caution laps are not counting here in heat number 1, heat or 2. So, curious to see how this race plays out, though, because Flanagan up there in T1, he's a great driver, but he's going to have a lot of talent he has to fend off here to get this Heat 1 win.
Yep. So right now we've got Justin Horton. He's out in front. The board says 67, but his car says 39. So that's more of an issue of the fact that we'll see that because we are in an open session, so a lot of the numbers don't actually match up very well. And we're getting a lot of weird telemetry right now from iRacing. Not sure why. My board's just all lit up as that everybody in this event just crashed. So, you know.
Well,
yeah, that's what it is.
I could, you know, green flag in the air, but I can guarantee you not everybody did here
right?
In heat number 1 for sure. So here we go, battling into turn 1. 39 there of Justin Horton on the track, 62nd on the tower. We got side-by-side racing going on for first, second, and third. What a battle now on the high side. You're going to have a little bit of a run now coming out of turn 4. Leading that lap is Chris Worrell.
Yep, just nosing out just in front of Justin Horton. And, the 22 is going around. That's Ty Bostic.
Yeah, the 39 gave a bump to the 06, and the 7 gave a bump to the 01. Not sure what happened there, but now the 06 is clear out to a nice lead.
So the whole purpose of these heat races, I mean, everybody makes the feature. The guys in the drivers in this heat will transfer over to the main, and the next heat, same thing happens. Those folks will all transfer over. But it's all about starting position. When we get to the feature, it's 100 laps, and you know, it's all going to be based on where you wind up with the top 4 from each heat being inverted. They'll start in the back and have to race their way up front.
Yeah, and that's going to be exciting to see. It's a very fun format because you have, you know, oftentimes you can see this. You see some guys try to sandbag a little bit because they know that they could be fast. But then again, you know, if you're in the back, you know you got speed. So it's all a big chess game at the moment. You know, you may see some drivers that are content with starting in the back of the pack, which means you have to win the heat. So that'll be very interesting to see right now. But Justin Horton has caught the 06 of Chris Worrell.
Yeah, I find it very interesting. In this heat alone, you've got Justin Horton, Lilith Peters, and Jeremy Flanagan. They're all with Kaiju Cat Motorsports. So that entire team is able to make it into the same feature. And caution is back out again.
For what?
It may have been Jeremy
72.
Flanagan. Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of Mr. Flanagan, he may have gotten a little bit loose.
Looking at that replay right now. Yep. Super easy to do.
Well, that's what happens here in North Wilkesboro in this old surface. So
that's right.
You know, not too surprising. You have 2 drivers on pit road, Zach Allen, Ty Bostic, making their way down.
All right, while they're going to be running there, we're going to run a quick commercial. We will be right back.
Welcome to ImmerseCon, where the future of gaming and technology comes to life. At the cutting edge of innovation, ImmerseCon blends the realms of STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, with gaming. It's a pulsating hub where diverse minds, from casual gamers to industry mavens, converge in a dynamic, groundbreaking setting. ImmerseCon is dedicated to transcending the typical convention experience. Here, every moment is an adventure, every interaction an opportunity to learn, play, and innovate. Join us in this unique journey where the wonders of STEM fuse with gaming, creating an immersive, unforgettable experience for all. All right, we are under our second caution in the first heat race
for tonight, but Chris Worrell is currently, he will be the control car on this restart. You've got Justin Horton will be to his outside, Lilith Peters will be in third, Zach Ward, then Harley Barletta, Jeremy Flanagan, Zach Allen, Ty Bostic. And bear with us, folks, with that last update. I'm not sure how the graphics are being fed to SDK or the telemetry, but we'll do our best to bring it to you. All right, lights are off on top of our pace car. That means we'll be going back to green flag racing next time by. I'm guessing the telemetry is that they keep adding back those laps. And
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little confusing. There is 16 to go. We are on lap 10, technically. So that is correct here as we are about to get the green flag. Pace car makes his way off. Chris Worrell is the control car high line, and we are off green flag back in the air here in North Wilkesboro. 06 Ford Fender machine.
I personally, I love this track to drive as a driver. It is so much fun. Not even from the historic aspect of it, but the way that the track actually runs when you're coming off that start finish on the front stretch. There's an elevation change that drops back, and then coming back out of the back stretch into turn 3. It's just a blast.
Oh, it's a great time. A track that it reminds me of a little bit is Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. My local track. Obviously, Nashville has much higher banking in it, but it reminds me very well of how that track races. It's fun, it's fast, and you've got a car on the wall. I believe that was Ty Bostic in the back, hit the wall. He's way off pace now in the 22, but no, I love this track. It's one of my favorites to run, specifically here in the next gen. Glad they're back in the actual Cup Series. 24
around.
Sideways, hit the wall. He's broke a toe link and a front bumper, but hey, we figured out the little elves picked that up and put it back on.
Wow, what a time to announce that our winner for the Tech4Troops Scheme Skirmish is number 24.
Well, he'll be going in for some repairs for sure.
He definitely needs to get those graphics touched up. Absolutely.
Yeah, that Amazon loot is going to go to a front nose. So
it definitely will. We've got 2 honorable mentions, though. I always get very caught up in the All-Star races. So while Zach is absolutely our winner, I did want to mention the 6 car. I love that Fender logo. It's very classic, and that blue is my favorite shade of the Telecasters. So it was used it was used well. I'll say that. But and then I gotta say, number 22, the Bluey car, fantastic, outstanding. I don't know what else to say for that. Just honorable mention. You're gonna get just some sweet Amazon loot, not sweet. I don't see Bluey dancing on a Tech4Troops logo or anything like that, but I'll be on the lookout for it.
Well, Mr. Jason Parker, anything else to talk about tonight?
I'm super happy to see the graphics for ImmerseCon. It's going to be amazing. And that special invite did go out to the IWM Broadcast Network. We'll see if you guys can be there, and if you can't, we'll at least have some digital representations and make you a part of the convention virtually.
That would be awesome.
Absolutely. Well, big fan of what you do here. It's my pleasure to come back every week and make these announcements. You guys are some of my favorite people and racers. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you. That's Mr. Jason Parker with Tech4Troops. who without Tech4Troops, we would not be able to bring you this series each and every week as we do, and so we appreciate that. And Jason was talking about ImmerseCon. That is a gaming convention that happens in June, and be sure to check it out at immersecon.com. All right, 3 laps to go, and the caution has flown again.
It has. I think that was for possibly Justin Horton, or maybe the 70. No, not the 72. I'm confused.
22.
I don't know. What's the 72?
And the 22. Both got involved. Both took each other out.
Yep. Well, that happened. Oh, that was a close call. Definitely a close call there with that one. So.
All right, we'll take this opportunity to
run
we'll just grab another commercial, and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a way to safely and securely dispose of your old electronic devices? Why not donate them to Tech4Troops? Tech4Troops is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to bridging the technology gap for in-need veterans and their families. The donation process is quick and easy. Simply go to tech4troops.org and click on the donate link at the top right-hand side of the page. Scroll down to access the Give Back Box link. To create your shipping label, click Add to Cart and complete the checkout process. The shipping label is good for up to 50 pounds. You can recycle most standard shipping boxes to send in your devices. Oh, don't forget the power cords. Give new life to your old technology by responsibly recycling with Tech4Troops. Help save the environment and support a veteran.
All right, we are back to the first heat race here at North Wilkesboro in the Tech4Troops Cup Series 2004 Season 4 All-Star Race right now with just 4 laps to go. And you see us adding back these laps. That's because cautions don't count in the heat race, and so we're just adding those back into the event. Right now, Chris Morrell in that number 06 Fender Ford Mustang is currently in first place, and as we said earlier, everybody makes the feature. However, the top 4 will wind up being inverted at the tail end of the feature. Oh, I guess okay, so I guess that's just how it's going to end.
Chris Worrell sideways. Sideways. Yep, I think that ends it.
That does end it.
Well, so Chris Rowe got the win there. So, yep. Chris won Heat 1 with Zach Ward in second, Lilith Peters in third, Harlow Berletta in fourth, Justin Horton in fifth, Ty Bostic in sixth, Jeremy Flanagan in seventh, Zach Allen in eighth, and Christopher Howell in ninth. Now we are at our second heat of the night. On pole is Mr. Ryan Pittman there with Nathan Harper in second, Charles Van Scoik in third, James Lowe in fourth.
Jeff Nairn is in fifth, Sammy Harrell in sixth, Luke Bullard in seventh, and Christoph Hall is in eighth.
All right, so this is going to set the rest of the field here for our main event, the All-Star Race. Obviously, the Troop All-Star Race. That 08 car, I think he's pretty darn good here, Rick. He, I think, has been to this track quite a few times, and I think he likes this track a little bit more than others. So we'll see what he's able to do, but watch out for some other drivers. You can't look at this track without Mr. Chuck Van Scoik there. James Lowe, always a threat but also watch Jeff Nairn too. Those guys always can get it done. And don't forget the 3 in the back. He may be in the back, but he may be in the front very, very soon. That's Luke Bullard there.
Yeah, I think Nathan Harper too, although it shows as a 12 on the timing tower. His car is that 4 Foxfire Ford's black car on the outside of the 08 of Ryan Pittman. He's also saw him just tearing it up earlier.
All right, green flag in the air. The Ford gets a great jump on the outside. Goes a little bit too high. Ryan Pittman there on the bottom lane, now going out of turn 2, battling side by side. And the 4. As we are now looking to complete lap number 1. Lap goes to, I believe that was the 08 of Ryan Pittman. Ryan Pittman in first, Nathan Harper second, James Lowe, Charles Van Scoik, Jeff Nairn, Sammy Harrell, Luke Bullard, and Christoph Hall. Pittman drifts up the track but leaves the door open for the 07.
07 to the inside of Nathan Harper. They're running 2x2 there. The 4 runs a little bit high out of 1. That's a tough line to run. You almost need to really almost diamond that 1 and 2, right, John?
Yeah, you definitely, 3 and 4. I like diamonding the corners, just a little bit. I mean, you can wrap the bottom. I like diamonding for a couple different reasons. Mainly, you can get a nice run out off the corner, and you can get a nice rhythm flowing. Plus, it does change out kind of how you're running against everybody else. You know, you get out of dirty air. You definitely are able to get a better drive off. But also you can get very loose. That's the other. Car on the wall, 43, Sammy Harrell in the back. Sideways drifting down the apron. No caution. Still sideways. Was sideways. Think he's okay. As we now approach 19 laps to go, going to be 18 to go at the line. Pittman still out front with the 07 of James Lowe, Nathan Harper, Chuck Van Scoik, and Jeff Nairn, your top 5. Luke Bullard has made his way up to 6th there. 2 NB2 teammates, 5th and 6th. 4th and 5th, excuse me. Nope, 5th and 6th, that's correct.
Go on board we can with Ryan. That's actually with James Lowe. This really gives you a good insight into how these drivers are approaching this track.
And how bumpy it is. This old...
Now that's a big question because, between when this was scanned, this is the original surface. Worn out, basically just weed whacked and patched a little bit, but now they've repaved this entire track.
Yeah, they have. So you're looking at vintage North Wilkesboro right here, and it is treacherous. It's not fun.
No, I'm hoping that
they'll
rescan it.
They will. I can assume with under new management, with Dale Jr. being a big part of the return of North Wilkesboro, it's going to happen. With Earnhardt being a huge advocate for iRacing as well, it'll be here. Now when? I don't know, but maybe by this time next year, in the Tech3Troops All-Star Race or next season, we'll be able to get that new scanned track up and going. But I think they have a little bit bigger fish to fry with all the rain updates they've been putting out and the rain element here in iRacing. But Rick, we are team just hit lap 14, so have 12 to go here at North Wilkesboro. Pittman, yes. Low.
So far, just pretty clean. Half the laps are in the books. We thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast of the Tech4Troops Cup Series All-Star event. You're watching the second heat race of the night. Approximately 10 drivers here competing to, really they're competing for their starting order in the All-Star event. So is there any strategy here, John? Do you want to be inverted? Is there any benefit to maybe sandbagging a little bit and hanging back?
So, as much as I don't like sandbagging, yes, there's a big, big element to that. Two reasons why. One, you don't know if you're, let's say, somebody who sandbags. I mean, obviously, let's talk about that. You can kind of leave your car and how you race this track kind of unpredictable. You don't really give your cards, don't show your hand. And also, you're up at the front, which I think track position is going to matter. So on the flip side, if you win the heat, you're going to be in the back. If you win each heat, you are going to be in the back. So you are, I guess, in the top four. You're going to be, towards the back of that. Oh, contact right there between the 4 and the 23.
Yeah, that's Chuck Van Scoik trying to get around that 4 of Nathan Harper.
Caught up in traffic.
But, the 23 has got the 27 of Jeff Nerin right on his tail.
Right.
And lap times are pretty fast here, about 19, 20 seconds per trip around the sun here. So with just 6 laps to go, you got to make a move.
Rick, for sure. Yep. And they're going to be very quick. So would you want to sandbag or do you want to be at the front of the race?
Yeah, I would not sandbag.
I don't blame you. I'm in the same boat.
Oh, the 4 of Harper goes high. That allows the 27, well, for sure the 23 to go by. That puts Nathan Harper still in 4th, but, looks like maybe Jeff Nerin is trying to battle for that 4th position.
Yeah, the 4's been running the highest line out of anybody in any heat so far, so I'm curious to see what his strategy is. Obviously, he gets a great run out of the corner, but his entry and middle are just absolutely killed by exit. Hey, if it works, it works.
Absolutely.
Now approaching 2 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. Ryan Pittman out front with James Lowe in 2nd. Jamie Harrell slow.
Nathan Harper dropped all the way back to 6th.
Yeah, he did. And white flag in the air for Ryan Pittman in the 08 machine. If he holds on, he will join the Chris Worrell as winners of Heat 1 and Heat 2. So into 3.
They'll be in the at the end of the field, battling to work their way
they
back
will.
up.
Yep.
All right, that was a caution-free heat.
Yep. Hey, I love to see it.
All right,
we're going to
take this opportunity to run a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
Hi, America. I'm Mark Castro, President of Tech4Troops. I wanted to take a moment to say thank you for making 2023 such an amazing year. We completed our mission, and it feels good to have another successful year behind us. But I want to tell you, this year, 2024, is our 10th anniversary. 10 years of doing this mission, and you have been so supportive of us. So I want to take a moment to say, please continue to support us. We're going to have an event or more every month. Please stay tuned in our calendar. Please stay tuned on our social media. Join us in the celebration of our mission and what we do. And we look forward to seeing you and having your support for our mission of ending veteran homelessness through bridging the technology divide. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much.
All right, welcome back, folks. Our 17 competitors are gridding up, and we have a grid to speak of.
Yes, we do. So this is our inverted grid here for the All-Star race on technically pole, if you want to call it that. Jeff Nair in there with Harley Barletta in second, Charles Van Scoyk in third, Lilith Peters in sixth.
Fourth.
Winner of...
Yeah, I don't think we heard you pass Lilith Peters. So fifth is James Lowe, sixth is Zach Ward, seventh Ryan Pittman, and eighth is Chris Worrell.
In ninth, you have Luke Bullard in 10th, Ty Bostic in 11th, Nathan Harper in 12th.
13th has Jeremy Flanagan, 14th is Christoph Hall, 15th is Zach Allen, 16th Sammy Harrow, and Chris Howell is in 17th. All right, this is our feature.
Still
it's
seem to be
100
having-
laps, right? I think
And I
all
still
the,
seem to be having some connectivity issues.
Yeah, you are dropping out a little bit, but it's okay. It's a challenging night for us all.
Exactly.
All right, so here the caution laps do count, and we're back to a normal race. This is 100 laps here at North Wilkesboro, 17 competitors, and we're about to take that green flag. Here we go.
Green flag in the air for the 2024 All-Star race. Big checkup in the bottom lane. Harley Barletta out front right now.
It's a little squirrely out there, but that worked out pretty well for Lilith Peters and Zach. Not Zach, I'm sorry for, goodness gracious.
Wrecking in the back. Caution on the track. Got a car spin around there. That's a 39. Justin Horton.
It's like the three got out of shape, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, no one touched the 39. He just went around.
Yeah, he smoked him.
That he did. All right, just our first caution after lap number 3. Again, this is a 100-lap event. But we appreciate you tuning in to the IWM broadcast of the Tech4Troops Cup Series All-Star Race. Right now, Harley Barletta is currently in the control position and is currently leading. Jeff Nairn in second. Lilith Peters is showing in third. Charles Van Scoyk is in fourth. Zach Ward, fifth. James Lowe, Chris Worrell, Ryan Pittman, and Luke Bullard, Nathan Harper. Chris Worrell has worked his way back up. He's now in sixth. Christopher Howell showing in 15th. Refresh my memory, John. Who won both our heat races?
Heat race 1 winner was Christopher Worrell, and heat number 2 was Ryan Pittman. So right there, neck and neck.
They are. They've moved their way all the way up to 7th and 8th after just 5 laps. So. Field is getting formed back up. Lights are off the pace car.
Alrighty. Gonna get this race back underway. Who's gonna become our 2024 Season 3 All-Star right now? At the point, Harley Barletta and Jeff Nairn. Jeff Nairn's a great short track racer, so you got to watch out for that 27 car no matter where you go on short tracks. But here we go. Pace car dips off. Green flag back in the air. Got 3 wide there for third. Or in 4. 3 wide at North Wilkesboro. Watch out, folks.
Yeah, easy to make a mistake. But, Harley Barletta's doing just a great job up front. He's keeping them off, and You know, he's doing well. Oh, car on the wall. That's the 08.
Big hit
Ryan
for the 06.
Pittman.
Was the 06 or is that the
Ty Bostic, Nathan Harper also involved. Let's try to get a replay on what happened with Ryan.
Looks like he just got sent into the wall.
So you've got the 3 of Bullard to his inside, 4 of Harper on his bumper.
So my question is, where does the 22 come into this? Oh, wait.
So
there we go.
22 is coming up behind. 04 just taps. Unfortunately, he comes down right into the 22. That sends both of them around. 39 gets by
code.
with a little bit. Yeah, I did see some net code there. All right, a little bit of service. You know, these guys don't have any quick repairs, so it's pretty much you drive what you've got, and you know, a little bit of contact. For the most part, it's not going to be a big deal, but big contact, you know, you could end up putting yourself in the pits for the rest of the event.
Unfortunate there for Ryan Pittman. He was one of the fastest guys on the track. Obviously won heat number 2. Looking for what he was able to do, but out of this one, more than likely, that toe link looked pretty broken there on that 08 machine.
Yep, he's still in the pits trying to get some repairs made, but and there is some cash. You know, if you win this All-Star race, I think there's some big dollars here for these drivers. So, but this does not affect our current point standings in the Tech4Troops Cup Series. This is all our champions battling here, and then we'll pick it up next week. Next week we head to Iowa. All right, lights are
that'll
off
be
on
a
the
fun one.
Yeah, I love Iowa. Lights are off on the pace car. We're about to go back to green flag racing here at North Wilkesboro, and Harley Barletta leads the pack down. Whoa, a big move by the 06 of Chris Morrell from the outside, drops down right in below and right in front of the 27, but takes over that second position.
Car spinning to the back. I believe that is
Christoph Hall.
98. Christoph Hall.
Oh, looks like a little bit of contact with the 88. But it looked like more. Let's just take the look at that real quick again. It almost looks like it's more of a net code issue, John. What do you think?
Definitely net code.
But it looked inevitable.
I mean, you could argue that contact was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looked inevitable, for sure.
So a few drivers making their way onto pit road. That's Justin Horton, Nathan Harper, Christoph Hall. Ryan Pittman has got it back underway.
Wow.
And gets his lap back. A lap back. All right. So third caution of the night, lap 16 of 100. Hopefully that's not a sign. Things to come. But again, thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast of the Tech4Troops All-Star Race here at North Wilkesboro. 17 drivers continue to battle it out in this 100-lap feature for bragging rights qualification to get into next season's All-Star race, which will be later this same year. The Tech4Troops Cup Series runs 2 series seasons per year, each one approximately 20 events, and there's an opportunity with 2 All-Star races each year to get a win.
Absolutely.
All right, Harley Barletta continues to be in control. This time he will have Chris Worrell to his outside, Jeff Nairn behind him, and always a threat, Zach Ward to the outside.
Rick, I'm excited for this one. I think this restart's going to tell a lot with the 06 to the outside front row. I don't know how it's going to go, but it is going to be wild with the 06 up there in the high line. Harley Barletta better watch out in turn 1. That 06 is fast. Pace car dips down. Green flag back. A restart. What a restart by the 81.
They've been watching Denny Hamlin this past weekend.
They definitely have. Absolutely. Don't think race control is going to review it either.
6 came down and still took over that second place solidly, but they're battling behind Zach Ward and Jeff Nairn, as well as the 3 of Luke Buller. That's 2 teammates there battling it out.
Yes, it is, and that's going to be very interesting to see how this goes. Here's the 27 at the inside of the 7. And the 27 now firmly. Car sideways. Oh, she went back up the track. No caution yet. No caution.
Caution's out. Caution is out.
Oh.
Yep. No need to replay it. You saw exactly what happened at the time it was happening. So basically, it just looks like she got a little loose. And unfortunately, she did the right thing. She dived down to the lower side, but I believe she may have stopped, and that will pretty much force iRacing to throw a caution. All right, 22 laps in the books, 4th caution of the night. Pretty much the number of drivers have made their way down onto pit road. Ryan Pittman is on pit road. Loth Peters has come down. And Sammy Harrell. And that's Ryan Pittman off as well. And taking this time that you can. So with a short track, obviously it takes, even under pacing speed, it takes less time to get around this size track. And therefore, trying to execute some repairs on pit road is really hard.
Oh yeah, and that you know, you have to consider that into your strategy. If something bad happens, you got to figure how much time you need to be on pit road and how much time you can be on pit road without going a lap down. Going a lap down to the track like this with as many cautions as we've had may not be as bad, but if you get one long run, you're go down the drain essentially. They become very slim. So being on pit road matters.
Yeah, we didn't hear much of that, John. You were just kind of broke you up a bit, but lights are off on top of the pace car, which means we'll be going back to green momentarily. Harley Barletta looks like he is the control car, but
Love some contact there. Look at that. They're side by side.
he chose
Green
the
flag.
outside lane on the restart. Didn't seem to hurt him, though. Oh, the 06 is going around.
And
He
he's
saved
going
it.
back up. Watch out. Saved it.
Saved it. Oh, contact
Oh,
again. 72.
no, that's not good.
72 spun him. Jeremy Flanagan.
Oh, we got some more bumping and banging going on. We got another car around in the middle of 1 and 2. A lot of contact, Rick.
That's the 7 of Zach Ward. Ryan Pittman was involved. I can look at the 06. Just back that up real quick. So we're focusing on the 06 here and the contact with the 72. The 6 is in the lane. The 72 is coming down. 6 comes up. Unfortunately, the 6
I just didn't think he knew he was there.
Yeah, he just wasn't clear.
Oh, wow. That
Van
was the-
Scoik tapped the left quarter of the 7, sending him around as well. Well, it's easy to do here at these short tracks. That battle is fairly common. I'm not sure the 08
round
knew
and round
exactly
they go.
where his pit was, but he's got it now. All right, that puts, I think, Harley Barlettas in control. You know, if this continues like this, this only benefits Harley.
Oh, yeah. His track position, which I thought was going to be absolutely key here, is playing into his favor tremendously. So, like I said before, it's a track position race, so you got to do what you got to do. To be up front and stay up front with cautions, you're like, hey, boys, keep on doing what you're doing. And Lilith, keep on spinning around. I'll keep on leading laps.
Ryan Pittman was in the pits, also getting some more repair work done. He's back out on the track, but unfortunately, I believe he is now a lap down. Yes, both Zach Ward and Ryan Pittman are 1 lap down. But with these cautions being what they are, they can get those back using the lucky dog rule that's still in place here tonight.
All right, pace car's down. Green flag's back out. Great jump from Harley Barletta again. Three wide in the back.
Keeping an eye on all this drama happening. It is so easy to make a mistake here. Too wide at North Wilkesboro.
Harley Barletta's
Oh.
looking a little loose. Car on the wall,
22.
big time. Ty Bostic.
'24 is also involved. Zach Allen. He towed to the pits. Let's go back
Well.
and just see what happened there. Watching the 22. And we've seen that all tonight coming off of turn 4. Super easy to get loose. 24 gets T-bone. The 06 of Chris Warrell is right there. 24 gets tapped by the 39 of Horton. So definitely some damage to both the 06 and the 22. 24 has definitely got some damage. I think that's his nose still. Looks like they had tacked it on from the first in the heat race, but they didn't do a good job.
No, they didn't. I mean, obviously that was very severe impact, so can't do much there. But looks like he got Woody and his crew there servicing Ty Bostic from Toy Story. I think.
I'm not sure.
Can't really tell.
Well, 6 caution, 36. Hoping for a nice long green flag run.
I'd be interested to see how Harley Barletta is on a long run with all these hungry dogs behind him.
Yeah, he seems to have a really, he's got a good, he's running the preferred line. It all looks kind of good.
It does.
Looks like Ryan Pittman has made his way back up. I think he is on the lead lap. If he can get back, I think he is out now, so he'll get back. He'll stay on the lead lap. That just puts Justin Horton and I think Zach Ward. Zach Allen is going to be in the pits for a while. I think his night may be done. But Justin Horton and Zach Ward are both 1 lap down. All right. Well, we should go get the 1 to go once we cross that start and finish line. Yep, lights are off. 22 is getting off of pit road to chase the field back around. So he remains on the lead lap. All right, we appreciate you tuning in to this IWM broadcast of the Tech3Troops 2024 Season 4 All-Star Race. We ask that you could like and follow along so you'll stay up to date on what happens here on the IWM Broadcast Network.
All right, green flag back in the air. Harley Barletta still to the point. As we see the 27 and the 23 battle side by side. 3 wide down there into, maybe they settled it out. Thought it was going to be 3. Oh, a little contact between Van Scoik and the 81. Checked up the entire field. Now we have 3 wide.
Trying to make it around him. He's aggressively going at it.
Could those tires on the 81 be a little worn? Oh, he's loosened to 3. More contact.
So I think 3 and 4 is where it's so dangerous. Oh, it's still loose.
He is sliding all over the place, Rick. His hands are... Oh, Charles is loose. 88's loose.
We stayed green. That cycles Christopher Howell to the back tail end of the field. Back up front, that big battle.
Yeah, that 81 is bad loose. Bad loose.
We've only got, this is what, lap 43. We've probably only run 20 laps on these. Loose again. And in the inside retaining wall. Caution did
and
not.
we got a
Oh, we're still
Will
wrecking.
Peters sideways. Charles Van Scoik, I think. Was it Charles? Who was that in the blue car?
Yep, Charles
Van
Van
Scoik,
Scoik,
yeah. Something happened to him up in the front.
So 81 goes off. The 06 goes around, and then he gets punted by the 01 accidentally. She had no place to go.
Yeah, that was a heck of a punt.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, it nowhere for her to go.
She got
and
tagged by
gets
her
in the back
teammate.
Of her.
Yep. All right, so here we are. I suspected we would see the 81, and we do. He is on pit road. getting some new tires. We've also got Van Scoik, Pittman, Howell, Bostic, also on pit road. Here at lap 46, approaching the halfway point. Lots of banging, lots of contact amongst these drivers for certain tonight.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's been a it's been a wild one. It's been a wild one for sure.
Well, this puts Jeff Nairn with NB2 Motorsports out in front. Jeff will be in charge of this restart once we go back to green flag racing. He'll have James Lowe and Luke Bullard and Nathan Harper to deal with. Those will be our top four. Should get the one to go. We do. See the 98 and the 22 coming off of pit road just before the field passes them. That way they stay on the lead lap. But that's really, you know, if you've got a damaged car, that's really got to be your strategy. Every opportunity you take to get a little bit of work done.
Yep. All right, here we go. Green flag back in the air. Jeff Nairn out front with the 07 to his inside. Contact between the 81 and the 88. They're a little bit back on, further back in the pack.
Still 2x2 as we go in finishing this lap. And here we go. They're breaking apart a bit. Watching the 06 of Laurel to the inside of the 4 of Nathan Harper. That's the 3 of Luke Bullard there behind the 7 as James Lowe continues to attack Jeff Nairn, trying to get to his inside.
He's there.
I think that inside, car
car
going around the back.
Lilith Peters wrecked in the back.
Christopher Howell tapped and sent her around. All right. Well, we're just past the halfway point. We do have a few drivers on pit road. James Lowe is on pit road. You've also got Ryan Pittman, Ty Bosick, Lilith Peters have all come in as well. Zach Allen remains in the pits. He's thinking he may be done for the night. His crew is continuing to work on his car, but I don't believe they'll get repairs made in time. Our leader, Jeff Nairn. Now, Jeff chose the outside line on that last restart. Thoughts?
I like it. I think it puts your competition in a slight disadvantage because you naturally will get the jump and they are forced to stay on the bottom. I think it's a good move. Especially if you have a teammate behind you, which Jeff doesn't at the moment, but he will have them side by side so they might orchestrate this a little bit. And, you know, the two guys that I paid attention to, I was talking about Jeff Nairn and Luke Bullard, look at that. 1-2, a little over halfway through this thing.
Yeah, if they can time that, they should be able to, and we've seen this multiple times before. If you've got a teammate behind you, I mean, he can block, and keep someone from having a run on you, and really, keep you in a good spot.
Exactly. It's almost like I mentioned before, a big game of chess. You have essentially the driver in first. You have your teammate in second. Your teammate can essentially slow down the guys behind you. There's no impeding penalties here. And you save a little bit of tires in that by going a little bit slower. Yes, you might make the guys behind you mad, but your teammates out front doing better things, and looky there.
Does it really matter if they're a little angry at you? I mean,
in the virtual world, no, it does not. It does not here on iRacing. You don't have to pay for your car. Looks like we have a little bit of restart mishap, though, on the... Oh, there we go. Got sorted out.
So,
these virtual cars...
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Yeah, these virtual cars, you don't have to worry about paying anything outside of your subscription for this to get your car. So,
a couple drivers a lap down. That's Christoph Hall and Chuck Van Scoik. Good restart.
You see the 3 not really pressuring his teammate Jeff Nairn there. And as we talked about, do plan.
They can effectively block the track, the two of them, if they work smartly.
If they definitely can do that, and you got a hungry dog behind them, the 06. He's now to the inside of the 3, down 1 and 2. 06 is loose. That's going to give the spot back to the 3.
He was aggressively trying to get by him, and super easy on these tires, and almost again going around.
88's around in middle 1 and 2. All drivers miss.
Not sure exactly how that... Does that make sense? I think they just got loose between the 81 and the 88.
Oh, yeah, a little... We've seen that before in this race, though. It's, I mean, the 81 was making the 88 was making a very hard charge up the track right here. The 81 definitely, I mean, you see the angle right here? It almost looked like they were going to make contact no matter what. The 88 definitely making a large run back up the track. So that brings out our 9th caution of the night here at North Wilkesboro.
But that does put Jeff Nairn and Luke Bullard up there at the front of the pack. The 98 of Christoph Hall does get his lap back. We're now here with 38 laps to go. Number of drivers who were on pit road: Pittman, Bostic, Van Scoik. Van Scoik is still on pit road. Back to green flag racing in about 2 laps. Well, this is kind of like what I wouldn't say what I expected, but pretty close. I mean, you've got, this is, it's just for fun. There's no points involved. There is some money on the line, so you want to be successful. At the same time, it's a limited field, and these guys have all proven that they can win, they can be successful, and they're aggressively going at it. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to come down to the wire, at the end. I mean, in looking at this field, Rick, Chris Farrell is still right there. Nathan Harper up in the front. It's It's been a battle for all these guys. Harley Barletta sitting back there in P6. So, you know, track position does matter here in North Wilkesboro, like I was predicting.
All right, lights are off on the pace car. Going green next time by. NB2 Motorsports is in charge. They've got Jeff Nairn and Luke Bullard up front. We'll see how they play it.
Here we go, green flag back in the air. Oh, we got a good restart by the 4 alongside the 3.
Nathan Harper.
Side by side battling now. You know, we've seen Nathan Harper dominate up there in the high line.
They were 3 wide in the back.
Oh yeah, 3 wide, and here comes
contact,
Harley Barletta back
88.
into the field.
Christopher Howell again, contact. Oh, 23
And
broadsides the 7. There's big damage on the 23 with Charles
No
Van
caution
Skolk.
yet.
There's no
No
nose.
caution. Wow.
No caution. There's no nose on that 23.
Wow, that was kind of crazy. We had a car sideways and we didn't get a caution.
See, the nose is missing.
Oh,
Looks like the towing.
Sammy Harrell sideways. Sorry, we got chaos all over the track.
Trying to keep up with it. It ain't working out.
No, it's not.
There's just
You got
so
too many
much going on. All right, we stayed green. Back up front, though, these 6 cars are battling. That's the 06 of Worrell under the 4 of Harper. You got the 07 back there and the 81 of Barletta all chasing. Teammates battling teammates here.
NB2 side by side. You got 2 teammates in the 06 and the 07 there on the bottom line, and then you have the Kaiju Cat Motorsport and AJM guy.
3
right
got
there.
loose.
3's loose.
3's loose. End up cycling back a bit. That puts the 06 of Worrell right there where he wanted to be.
That's the best spot for him right now. He knows it. It's the best spot. It's that NB2 tandem is now broken up. This is time for him to pounce and make the move to get by him. You're a Heat 1 winner there in the 06. But makes the move to the bottom lane here in turn 1.
Yeah, he's aggressively driving, though. You can see that tail end fishtails nearly every time he comes out of 2 or 4. He's putting the hammer down.
He's driving. He is. His corner entry is fantastic. 27 beats the 06 out of the corner. Oh, contact sliding up. This is short track racing at its finest. Oh, 27 locked it up going into turn 3 and 4.
Puts the 06 out in front. 26 laps to go. Good green flag run here at North Wilkesboro.
Hey, it's what we wanted.
Yes.
Ask and the iRacing God shall giveth.
But they also can take it away. So we 25
Yes,
laps to go. Chris Worrell without anybody in front.
Lilith Peters wrecked on the backstretch.
Back underway. No caution, but that cycles are back to the tail end of the field. She's got Chris Worrell there. They're battling for 13th and 14th there.
Here comes the 27 and the 4. They're closing in on the 06. Did the 06 use too much of his car to try to catch the 27? your current point series and playoff standing leader now, Chris Worrell, leading the All-Star race with 22 to go.
And they
But
are
you have
closing on, I think that's Chuck Van Scoik there. He's got that damaged car, missing a nose. They have a toe link issue as well.
Yep. You know, we've seen drivers win in the All-Star race, and it kind of catapults the rest of their season. So Jeff Narin, you know, he doesn't have a win on the season. Could he kick off, obviously not a regular season win, but still kick off maybe a series of win? Nathan Harper there in P3. See what he's able to do. We've talked to him before on the podium, but if he gets a win, what that can do for that team.
$20 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro in the Tech4Troops Cup Series All-Star event. Chris Worrell continues to show us the way. Jeff Narin, Nathan Harper, James Lowe, Luke Bullard. That's your top 5.
And Luke Bullard's hanging back there. He don't forget about him. He's at the back of those
Jeremy.
72s around.
Caught in that grass and that inside guardrail, but he makes it around. He's back underway.
Now down on pit road. 17 to go here, Rick, and Chris Worrell out to a nice lead over Jeff Narin, about a half a second lead. Hey, look at that. You see, asking if shall giveth.
There you go.
And there you go. You got a slow car in front of these guys. That is Chuck Van Scoik. Unfortunate night for him. One of the fastest cars on the track got involved. Still going around there, 1 lap down.
But holding his own.
Yeah, holding his own. It seems like once you build heat in the tires here, you're able to keep it going in the right direction more times than not if you're on cold tires. So obviously with the worn out surface, cold tires, worn out surface, you're on ice basically. So
I think a bit more caution being used here with these drivers as this race begins to wind down. Just 13 laps to go. No cautions out of race control at the moment.
you see the 07 starting the battle there. Third place with Nathan Harper, James Lowe, side by side.
Six gets around the 23.
Not so fast.
Not quite, anyway.
There he goes.
Again, looking back with Nathan Harper and the 07 gets his way around. James Lowe is now passed, and he sets his sights on the 27 of Jeff Narin. That 06 and 07, those guys are teammates, and we've seen them up on the podium and in that winner's position all season.
We definitely have.
They've been the shake and bake duo of this season.
Oh, for sure. You had Lilith and Nathan kind of spoil that for a couple weeks, but Chris Worrell definitely the driver to beat not only tonight here in the All-Star race, but in the regular season points and championship battle. 3 wide going on right now in the back. That's going to be Harry coming out of turn 4.
They're trying to get by. Oh, and this 3 gets punted, and all of a sudden he goes into his teammate too.
There it is.
Caution's out.
Yeah, you had
Luke Bullard also wound up tagging. I thought he tagged Ty Bostic, or Ty Bostic tagged Luke Bullard. We'll go back and take a peek.
Yeah, they were trying to get around a lap car and just didn't really work out very well.
Nope. 22 in the wall and sends the 3 right into the retaining wall on the inside. Lots of parts flying off that black number 3. Looks like he's coming down pit road. Probably get a good idea just how badly damaged is his race car.
Also, he can get some tires too.
Probably a good idea. Six laps to go. Probably a good idea to come in, but you know what? A couple of notables. Jeff Nairn has not pitted.
Wow. And he's not going to. He's going to stay out the entire run.
Yep. He is the only driver who has not pitted. Chris Worrell was involved in a few earlier incidents, but look, he is up front as he battled his way back through. Took the opportunity on 2 occasions to come down onto pit road. With just a few laps to go, we can probably get this in, but it's going to be close before we have to use the green-white checkers.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
All right, great green flag run there. We knocked out the last 30 or so laps, right, John? Was it 30? Before we had a caution.
Just about, yep.
So that caution flew on lap 93. Prior to that, the previous caution flew on lap, bear with me, I know it's here, on lap 60.
Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. This is technically going to be a green-white checker by lap count, not by actual green-white checker standards. So we will have 3 additional on top of this one. This is done technically in regulation. So here we go to determine your 2024 All-Star Race champion. Green flag back in the air. Chris Worrell there. Oh, a little bit of a wheel spin between all lanes. He is the leader going into turn 1 and turn 2.
Door to door is the 07 and the 4. Jeff Nairn by himself there, trying to get and take and keep second place.
All right, 3 wide at the line. White flag in the air.
Door goes spinning, but the white flag is flown. This is it, final lap. The 07
cars
trying to
sideways in
get
the back.
by. 07 trying to get by the 27. Jeff Nairn, he protects his line, but oh no, he's up underneath. It's going to be a close run here at the line.
Christopher Worrell gets the win, and his teammate gets in second place.
James
out
Lowe.
Jeff Nairn for the second. Wow. And would you imagine that?
All right, there we get
Chris
around.
Worrell and James Lowe.
As soon as we get the final results, here we go. They just popped up.
All righty, your 2024 All-Star Race champion goes to the guy doing donuts right now in the front stretch, the 06, Christopher Worrell. There he is. Followed by James Lowe right there in P2. Jeff Nairn in 3rd. Justin Horton in 4th. Harley Barletta in 5th. Christopher Howell in 6th. Christoph Hall in 7th. Zach Ward in 8th. And Ryan Pittman in 9th.
10th winds up being Luke Bullard, Jeremy Flanagan 11th, Lith Peters finishes in 12th, Sammy Harrell 13th, Nathan Harper in 14th, Charles Van Scoik in 15th, Ty Bostic finishes in 16th, and Zach Allen in 17th. All right, let's grab Mr. Jeff Nairn and see if he can join us here in the broadcast booth. All right, Jeff, congratulations on your P3 finish.
Hey, I appreciate it. It's a little better result than what I've had so far this year, so I'll take it. A little bit of momentum.
You know, John and I were just talking about that this All-Star break has a tendency to jumpstart that driver who comes away with a successful finish. And certainly, you know, P3, great finish, tough track to drive.
Yeah, it is. I like the way you're talking. I like that positive momentum. So we're going to go with what you're talking about for the rest of the season. But yeah, it was a tough track, slick, definitely a little bumpy. Could throw you off there if you're not sharp. But
it looked like from our vantage point that, you know, turn 4 exit seemed to be the slickest part of the track.
Well, honestly, I got off of 4 better than 2. 2, it seemed like there was a little bump there. If I didn't miss it just right, I was going to get a little loose. So 2 was my nemesis tonight. 4 was a little better.
Well, congratulations on your P3 finish. Any shout-outs tonight, Jeff?
No, I mean, I just appreciate you guys, what you do for us. You know, you have to sit in the booth and watch races. You can't run with us. So we really appreciate you and all that put it on, our sponsors and such. And we couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you for that.
Oh, we appreciate your comments. Thank you very much. All right, that's your P3 finisher. That's Jeff Nairn. Let's see if we can bring in Mr. James Lowe in the booth. All right, James, congratulations on your P2 finish.
Appreciate it, Rick.
We saw you battling back really hard. Jeff's also here in the booth. You guys were battling, you know, throughout that last restart, door to door.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I came in and took tires on lap 53 or something. To be honest, I was bored, so I came in and took tires to make it a little interesting. And yeah, I was able to work my way back up there and sent it into turn 3 harder, and I sent it all night, and it stuck somehow under Jeff there. And, I mean, it was good, clean racing. I don't even think we touched, and yeah, just raced it out to the line.
Yeah, certainly was. Yeah, this is a challenging little track. I think sometimes people underestimate that. You know, it's super easy. It's super slick. The pavement's it's old as dirt, and it's super slick with this car.
Yeah, well, you got the bumps coming off of 2 and 4. So if you get into the throttle just a little bit too hard, you know, it's easy. And you saw it all night. People were spinning themselves out all night long. So yeah, I know there was a few times where I got on a little too hard and got a little sideways, but I was really trying to drive it off the corner straight. So early in the race, there was a lot of people passing me, but I knew at the end I would see them again. So yeah, it was fun, especially the last little bit there where we actually got to run some green flags. It was a good time.
Yeah, that was great to watch and great to broadcast. So, well, congratulations on your second place finish. Any shout outs tonight?
Yeah, congratulate Chris. He said he's going to split his team winning or his earnings with the team, so got to hold him to that. And he didn't really say that, but I'm putting it out there. Maybe it'll come true, you know.
Yeah,
we'll
remind him of that when he gets in the booth.
My Aunt Mary Alice, I know she's watching. Everybody else is watching. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting us. And yeah, Tech4Troops, you guys for broadcasting. Y'all do great. I can't wait to watch it back. And yeah, that's about it.
All right. And with that, Chris Worrell, welcome and congratulations on your win.
How you doing, man?
We're doing good. Hey, we're pretty sure James already committed that's team money that you won tonight, and that will be distributed amongst the team members.
Yeah, James built a good car tonight. I'll take him out somewhere nice dinner or something. We'll figure it out. Not over the radio, but we'll see what happens.
Well, that's
good race.
You were talking earlier that you kind of had battled through a little bit of adversity as you got inverted in the field, but then coming back up, that's always a challenge.
Yeah, I got bounced around a lot too there. and sent me to the back. I got loose a little bit at one point in time. I don't know if I came up into somebody at one point. That really slowed me down. Thankfully, that didn't hurt whoever that was. Some people saying being a little too impatient. I'd say to them, they're being a little too patient. But anyway, we have fun here. But either way, it's hard to pass here. It's a really tough track to race. So you know, if you've raced here before, you gotta go for it when you get a hole, when you get a chance to go. And every chance I got, I went for it. So, I mean, it was fun to come back there. I wish we would have had more green flag laps. It's a lot of wrecks there, a lot of cautions. I was on the incident limit too. One more incident would have sent me through the pit stalls, but thankfully I was able to get a good restart there on the green white checkered, and that wasn't a problem. But yeah, it was fun. Hopefully we can put on a better show next year.
Well, the good news is that we have an all-star race each season, and there'll be a second season towards the second half of this year. So,
Nice.
All good. All right, well, congratulations, Chris. Any other shout-outs before we wish our audience good night?
Tech4Troops, first and foremost. They are an awesome brand. They do a lot of good for the vets, and it's pretty cool that they are a sponsor for this league. It's pretty cool to see how much they put into letting us have fun and coming out and racing every Wednesday night. So thank those guys a lot, whoever puts that on. You guys for always doing a great job for the broadcast. My teammate, James, I don't know, something was wrong with Austin. I don't know, couldn't get in touch with him tonight. We were hoping he would try to qualify for the Open, but I guess he's busy tonight. But yeah, give a shout out to him and Elliot and all the admins and everybody for showing up and racing.
Got it. All right, that's your winner, Chris Worrell, here at the Tech4Troops Season 4 All-Star event. Second place, James Lowe and Jeff Nerin. That is your podium. We thank you all for tuning in tonight. John, any closing words?
Oh, it was a great all-star race. Excited for a track that I don't think a lot of drivers have raced in the next-gen car. Iowa. So we got Iowa next week. That's going to be a fun, slick battle there up there in Iowa. So look forward to that. So make sure to tune into that next Wednesday night at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow night we have the INRS Series, Rick, I believe. And make sure to tune in if you want to see some more
we'll
NASCAR
be at the
iRacing action.
We'll be at the Paperclip tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. That's always a fun race to participate in and watch, depending on how you define fun on that side within driving. It's always a battle. It's always a battle. So after that, congrats to Chris, James, and Jeff on the podium. Great race, and look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow night.
All right, folks. Have a great night. Good night.